All right, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. We're checking out, this is actually Futuristic featuring NF, but this was something that was on the list of the NF journey that I'm following. So apparently it has some meaning to the NF journey. So with that said, we're getting on in this one. I've never heard of Futuristic, so it's kind of I kind of like this. We're kind of getting like a new artist in the mix that we get to check out. And then one thing that is cool about this whole situation too is I learned how to spell Epiphany. So I mean that's a big plus. So yeah, let's just jump on in it and see what they both got to say. Let's make sure the volume's good. All right. Directed by Lord knows. Futuristic.
I had an epiphany, I was repeating history. I was doing everything I hated, a weight on my shoulders, I let it all get to me.
Whoa.
I had an epiphany.
Hold on, that was kind of cool. That was a cool little transition. He walked in and NF walked out. I want to see that again.
I had an epiphany, I was repeating history. I was doing everything I hated, a weight on my shoulders, I let it all get to me. I had an epiphany, I just smiled at my enemies. I was listening to everybody who was talking but never did shit for me. Yeah, I had an epiphany. I was looking at everybody else that's up in the industry. They ain't as sick as me. I had an epiphany. I was seeing somebody.
I like that little, like, the little boo 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 bass. That sounds fire.
That never
and this music video is like, it's cool how they just walking in and out, and just this is cool camera work.
No good intentions for me, now she missing me. Yeah. Now she missing me. Moral of the story is nobody did it for me, had to make a change. I was living in the city with no scene, I had a dream, I had to make a lane. Always knew that I couldn't live off a minimum wage, ripping the pay stuff. I had a minimal taste for all the fame stuff, but I got into the game without a...
Oh, he said I had a minimal taste for all the fame stuff. So that's like him and NF's like hand in hand right there. Let's see, he said something else too. Let me go back a little bit. He said something else. Let me see.
Well, the story is nobody did it for me, had to make a change.
That was it. He said, nobody did it for me, I had to make a change. So he's saying that he had to come up on his own. Same thing with NF. I can see why they're friends.
I was living in the city with no scene, I had a dream, I had to make a lane. Always knew that I couldn't live off a minimum wage, ripping the pay stuff. I had a minimal taste for all the fame stuff, but I got into the game without a cent to my name, and now I'm balling like I'm in the NBA, bruh. And I know I got a lot.
Wait. Okay. He said that he had, let's see. he just said I had to make a change. And then he just said I started the game with no cent. And then he said that, dude, that was like a whole like little money scheme right there. That was fire, bro. He like started out with like saying he had to make a change, kind of like he had to make like a little double entendre there. I had to make some money. And I know that's like, you know, kind of sort of whatever. I might be reaching there, but that's what that sounded like. And then he's saying he didn't have no money, and then now he's balling like he's in the NBA. That's fire. That was like a whole little money scheme.
I had a minimal taste for all the fame stuff, but I got into the game without a cent to my name, and now I'm balling like I'm in the NBA, bruh. And I know I got a lot, but I'm not content. If they ask me to stop, I will not consent. Never let nobody block, it's my shot to miss. You can meet me at the top if you hop the fence and you climb the stairs.
Ooh, dude, I like how he's like, he also mentioned, he was like, the game, he mentioned like the game, and they can't block me, it's my shot to miss, or something like that. I think that's what he said. They can't block me, it's my shot to miss. So now, and then he said he's balling like he's in the NBA. So bro, now he's doing like a whole NBA scheme, bro. This dude's fire with it. He's done talked about change or like money. He's talked about, or what did he say earlier? He was saying he was repeating history, and the girl he's with is it seemed like you're talking about the girl he was with was like crazy.
But I'm not content. If they ask me to stop, I will not consent. Never let nobody block, it's my shot to miss. You can meet me at the top if you hop the fence.
I love his fast flow. At the beginning, when he first started rapping and it was slower, I was like, I don't know about this. But then when he started going fast, bro, he's fire, bro.
You climb the stairs and you fight the beast, and you lose lose your way, then you find your peace, and you do it sober, then you find a drink, then you spiral down, and it all repeats. And I always had a vision I could get it, so I did it by my lonely. I don't owe nobody nothing, never let nobody own me. Got some money from the music and I spend it on the homies, but don't put nothing before me. Gave a whip to Lil Brody and I'm only getting started. And I'm meeting with the people that I starved with, and my batteries I had to recharge them. I made an album, but that shit was garbage. Yo, I was trapped in the gimmick.
Okay. Okay, so he said, I wasn't expecting somebody to cuss on an NF album, first of all, which is fine, but that kind of threw me off. Okay, so he said, I made an album and it was garbage. That's the same thing NF said in, was it intro 1 or intro 2? I think we listened to 2 intros. Yeah, we've listened to 2 intros. Was it intro 1 or intro 2 where he said that? He said that was intro 1 because it was with the caution tape and stuff. He was saying, he said, he was talking about his Moments album, or what was that? What it was called, Moments, or what y'all say that album was called? He was saying that he released that and it was bad, but now he kept working on his craft and it was good. Because I remember commenting on that when we watched it. So that's kind of fire. That's kind of fire, dude. So far, they're like, that's like 3 strikes and you're out right there. He's done mentioned 3 different things that lines up with the same thing that NF has said.
And I'm meeting with the people that I starved with, and my batteries I had to recharge them. I made an album, but that shit was garbage. Yo, I was trapped in a gimmick, I finally get it. I'm here to make music that matters. If I die, it'll all be alright, cause the message I gave you will live for me after. And my chapter will highlight a lifetime of energy gave to a bright mind. How you never had to stand on the sideline, how you the guide to your own guidelines. That's an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah.
Okay, so his whole thing about his whole epiphany was that he realized he needed to make music that mattered, and he needed to get the snakes out of his life, pretty much, right? That's like what he was saying, pretty much. He said that he looked out for he said Brody, but I'm brother, I guess. So he said he looked out for his brother and his family and all that stuff. And then I'm assuming he was talking about a girl. I can't remember the lyrics he specifically said, but it sounded like he was talking about he had a girl. Then she was bad for him. And anyways, basically it was like he had an epiphany to get them out and he needed to make music that mattered. And then I guess that's what actually made him have success. That's pretty fire. All right.
I had an epiphany, yeah.
And I just want to comment on the direction of this video is fire. Like I know I was saying that in the beginning, but just like the camera angle, like this whole camera angle, and just like this fire direction.
It's an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah.
Epiphany.
That's an epiphany.
Dude, see, that was fire.
I had an epiphany, yeah. That's an epiphany. I had an epiphany.
I guess that's what the video is kind of saying, that they're 2 sides of the same, like they're the same person, pretty much. Like 2 sides of the same coin, pretty much.
That's an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah. I had an
Dude, this chorus is like catchy to the point where I'm gonna be like forgetting to buy toilet paper or something and sitting on the toilet and being like, I had an epiphany. Like, dude, like I'm gonna be like thinking like, bruh, my epiphany is gonna be like, they're having these deep epiphanies and my epiphany is gonna be like, dude, I should have got toilet paper.
Yeah. That's an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah. I had an epiphany that I could make history, that I could prove everyone wrong that told me.
Dude, I'm just saying, like, I'm not even trying to like kiss NF's cheeks, but the way he came in right there was like fire, bro. He's got like a sick like rap voice. Like it just sounds like sick. Like the tone of his voice matched like with the clarity and like like I said when I first listened to him, he has like a oomph to his voice. I don't know, like he just got an impact with his voice. It's fire. I
had an epiphany that I could make history, that I could prove everyone wrong that told me I wasn't cut out for this music thing.
Yeah, I had an epiphany. What if I took my energy and use it on positive things in my life instead of the people that lie?
This music video is so fire, bro. I want to watch it.
What if I took my energy and use it on positive things in my life instead of the people that lie to me, huh? Yeah, I had an epiphany that I could put all of my hurt in the music and use it for.
So he's talking about the same thing too, pretty much. He's saying that he needed to put his energy into what did you say? You need to put. Hold on. He said people. What is he said?
Positive things in my life instead of the people that lie to me, huh?
Put his energy into positive things in life instead of the people that lie to him.
That I could prove everyone wrong that told me I wasn't cut out for this music thing. Yeah, I had an epiphany. What if I took my energy and use it on positive things in my life instead of the people that lie to me, huh? Yeah, I had an epiphany that I could put all of my hurt in the music and use it for people that might feel the same as me. Yeah, I had an epiphany. What if everyone knew my depression was worse than they thought? They probably gonna look at me differently.
Dude, NF hits different, bro. NF hits different, dude. And no matter what track he's on, he makes it personal. Like talking about depression and stuff like that. Like, dude,
worse than they thought. They probably gonna look at me differently. Yo, this song got me going back when I was a stupid kid, thinking maybe I can make it in the music biz, and then I figured out the politics and realized.
I like how he done that. He rhymed kid with biz right there. For some reason, that just sounded fire. When I was a kid, I thought I could make it in the music biz, and that just sounded, dude. Kid, biz, like what do they call it? That's like a head rhyme, ain't it? That sounds fire, bro. I've been learning about, like, I've been trying to get y'all got me into hip hop, and I've been reading about poetry and how they do it, because it's like the craft is cool. Like the craft is really cool. So I've been like just kind of like reading about rhyme schemes and how like they work and everything. So anyways, that's fire, like how he rhymed kid with biz, because it's like totally different words, and it's kind of sort of like a perfect rhyme too, in a way. I don't think it would classify, but just because it's got or it's like a visual rhyme, just because it's got like 3 letters to it. Both of them's got 3 letters. Anyways, that was fire. Long story short, nerding over.
Yo, this song got me going back when I was a stupid kid, thinking maybe I can make it in the music biz, and then I figured out the politics and realized that half of y'all don't even know what music is. Ain't going nowhere, I told them to get used to me. Feels like I'm living in a movie scene, a bunch of people trying to tell me how to act and breathe. One thing I never let nobody ever do is tell me who to be. I never got into the party scene, maybe I was just scared to drink, cause addiction, it runs in my family, that's someone I was scared to be. Y'all looking pitiful compared to me, since I compare.
He said, I never got into the party scene. Something about because he was scared to drink. Because so many people in his life has been alcoholics, and I relate to that. Man, bro, I relate to that 100%. So many, pretty much every dude in my family tree has been like an alcoholic. So like, I've literally like stayed away from it just because I'm scared of it too. Because I get addicted to things very easily. So I've always been very conscious of the fact that since I get addicted to things, I don't need to do nothing that would be that damaging. So yeah, I relate to that hardcore.
Always tell me who to be. I never got into the party scene. Maybe I was just scared to drink, cause addiction, it runs in my family, that's someone I was scared to be. Y'all looking pitiful compared to me, since I can barely read. All I wanted was somebody I could trust that I knew would.
What'd he say? Y'all looking pitiful compared to me because I could barely read? What?
Cause addiction, it runs in my family, that's someone I was scared to be. Y'all looking pitiful compared to me, since I can barely read. All I wanted was somebody I could trust that I knew.
Ooh. He said, y'all looking pitiful compared to me since I could barely read. So he's saying that he was better than you before he could, like when he was like barely able to read. I didn't even get that at first.
It runs in my family, that's someone I was scared to be. Y'all looking pitiful compared to me, since I can barely read. All I wanted was somebody I could trust that I knew would keep it real with me. Rap's always been a mirror for me. That's when I figured out that maybe I'm the one that's gotta make it on my own. Yeah, it's clear to see. A lot of people thinking what I'm doing is a gimmick. Everything you hear me writing, I've been living. I ain't quitting, sending money to my family, trying to show them that I miss them and I cherish every moment when I'm home, when I'm with them. And it's just the way that I feel. In the industry of fakes, trying to stay real. In the industry of lames, trying to get deals.
Ooh, in the industry of fakes, trying to be real. In the industry of lames, trying to get a deal. Bruh. That was stupid. fire, bro. And like the flow right here, just like, ooh.
That I miss them and I cherish every moment when I'm humming, when I'm with them. And it's just the way that I feel. In the industry of fakes, trying to stay real. In the industry of lames, trying to get deals. Lord knows I'ma get it, that's Meek Mill. Yeah.
Meek Mill.
In my bed and I
Meek Mill. I don't know. I know Meek Mill, but I don't know. Y'all gonna have to help me on the reference there. Why did he reference Meek Mill? Hold on, let me listen to that back and y'all tell me what that means.
I'm the one that's gotta make it on my own, yeah, it's clear to see. A lot of people thinking what I'm doing is a gimmick. Everything you hear me writing, I've been living. I ain't quitting, sending money to my family, trying to show them that I miss them and I cherish every moment when I'm humming, when I'm with them. And it's just the way that I feel. In the industry of fakes, trying to stay real. In the industry of lames, trying to get deals. Lord knows I'ma get it, that's Meek Mill.
Yeah. Lord knows I'm gonna get it, that's Meek Mill. Is that like a line in a Meek Mill song or something? Y'all have to help me with that if you don't mind.
I lay in my bed and I thinking there's gotta be more to me. I'm trying to pay off the mortgage and for the life of the people I love in the midst of it. I've always thought that if I learn from mistakes that I make, even losses are victories. That's when it starts hitting me. If you set your mind to it, you can do anything. That's an epiphany.
That's an epiphany.
That's an epiphany. Yeah. I had an epiphany. I had an epiphany, yeah.
Fire. That was fire. I always try to wait and stop it at the last second so I don't get no ad. All right. Man, that was fire, dude. Honestly, Futuristic was like better than I thought he was going to be. For some reason, I thought he wasn't really going to be that great, but he was actually pretty good. I don't really like the slow version of him. It just sounded kind of, I didn't like the flow as much, but when he started getting fast, I really liked that. And then him and NF have very similar outlooks on life and very similar, I don't know, very similar values, I guess, whatever, as they mentioned multiple times through this song pretty much. And I mean, basically the moral of this song was that Futuristic had his epiphany where he realized he needed to make music that actually mattered, that actually had content to it. And actually, like, now that, like, he said something about, in the beginning, he said something about repeating history. And I guess that kind of ties in with what he was saying about, like, making music that doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, making music just to be making music. And I mean, to be honest, there ain't nothing wrong with, like, listening to a song just for a beat and just for, you know, if it sounds good. Like I said, I like that song, Blueberry Faygo. I mentioned that one, and that literally, like, something about Kool-Aid, but it's a fire song. Or I guess Blueberry Faygo would be like a soft drink. Anyways, that song's fire, and that song doesn't make any sense. But anyways, yeah, his was to make music that actually matters, and NF's was basically just saying that he NF was just saying that he wanted to put his energy into positive things instead of giving it to people that don't deserve it and stuff, and putting his negative energy into music and trying to you know, he said something about helping people out and doing all that. So yeah, fire. Both of them had good epiphanies because obviously it was good for their career and it was good for us because we got some fire music. So I appreciate it. If you like this kind of content and you want to see more, I highly recommend you hit the subscribe button. I upload every single day, area day. Right now we're heavily in the NF journey, and we're going to continue to be so to try to finish before we get to February, because he said that he was probably, quote unquote, going to drop in February. So drop a single, and then an album will probably come out a few months later. But we got plenty of artists to listen to until he drops again. So I'm gonna grind out NF, and then we're gonna just mess around until he drops something. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate you, love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.